Ground beef, chicken giblets, beef kidney, beef heart, chicken livers, chicken breast. And here are some of the vegetables. We had cabbage. We have the stems of kale that we ate, which were put in. Regular mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, broccoli, spinach, and I forgot a green pepper. Sometimes we throw kale in, it just depends what we grab. This is a meat grinder that I bought on eBay. This is Camilla. Camilla is going to be the recipient of this delicious pup loaf. Now we use 2 bowls, 1 6-quart and 1 4-quart. And then there's the stand mixer. So altogether, here's the complete setup. One of the bowls is on another table at the moment. Vegetables, the meats, and we're ready. I'll start with the giblets. And basically, I'm just going to go through everything on this tray. Chicken, sometimes I put more than 1 breast in. Sometimes I stir as I add new ingredients. I use the 6-quart bowl for the meats and the 4-quart bowl for the vegetables, and I fill them to the brim. I do not measure anything. This was ground beef, so I didn't have to grind this. And I'm going to put all of this in. But I don't need to mix it because I'm going to make it a full layer, because I'm going to cut it like this. I just want to make it so it's somewhat fluffy all the way across. Now I don't have enough meat here, so I'm going to get some more. So I've got a nice beef roast here. It was $6.49 a pound, on sale for $2.99 a pound. And I'm going to slice this into strips that will fit into the blender, the grinder. I have found that if I use too much chicken or pork and not enough beef, that my dog tends to lose weight unless I increase quantities. Okay. Now I've taken all that meat, that roast, because I'm going to cut it in 4 quarters and mix it with the vegetables 1 quarter at a time. The Brussels sprouts ready to go. The ones that are small enough to fit in the hole I didn't slice. The ones that I wasn't sure I cut in half. We used to steam the vegetables and then food process them, but using the grinder is so much faster and so much better. Now I need to stir this well before I add more layers. And here are some of the vegetables. We have cabbage, stir it in one more time.
Here I'm adding spinach, but other times we've added kale, collards, whatever greens we have. At this point, I press everything down flat and make it level before I add butternut squash. I peel the butternut squash and then slice it into strips that will fit into the grinder. Now I take this pile of butternut squash and I pack it down for my next step, which will be to cut it into 4 portions. I won't need to stir these in. I will just create a layer on the top, which you'll see why in a few moments. I will now slice this into 4 sections, which I will use to mix independently with the meat. I divide it into 4 sections and then take each section, 1 veggie and 1 meat, and put it into my mixer. It's a 5-quart mixer and that's all that will fit. I now do the same with the meatball.
Now I'm going to take 1/4 of this. It's a little messy. Notice that I've got the different layers on the bottom, which were already mixed. Just the top didn't need to be mixed because I've got it as a whole layer. It's thick enough. Now I'm going to 1/4 of the meat. The meat also should be layered. I'm making a big spill on the table, but I'll scoop it up afterwards. Okay, now I put this in the mixer. This is a Cuisinart, any kind of mixer.
I start the mixer at a slow speed and gradually speed it up.
And we'll dump it in. I've got 3 different trays. The other 2 are a little smaller than this. Definitely a bit smaller. There's a lot of grease left in here. I'll scoop it all out.
I oiled all the trays ahead of time.
I'm going to take this whole quarter now, put it right in here.
I do this a total of 4 times till all the mixture is gone. By the time I'm done with this, I will have about 18 pounds, which is about 10, 11, 12 days for my 50-pound dog.
Yes. I might be able just to slide the whole thing in at once. Almost.
I put all the trays in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour and 20 minutes until the temperature reaches 365 degrees, which is needed for pork and chicken. Magic presto, about an hour and 20 minutes later, with an internal temperature of 165 degrees for chicken or pork, I take them out of the oven. It's important to let the trays cool completely, as there's a lot of liquid all around, and most of that liquid, if not all of it, will get absorbed back into the meat. And here is Cami, the recipient of this meal, and her little brother, Leonardo. Once cooled, I cut into squares and fit in these little containers. I bought their Arrow. They have green top, and we know which ones are our dog food, so we don't have to search for it. We freeze them and take them out on a daily basis. This is the best process I found, and pictures are worth 1,000 words. They certainly won't all fit into the containers this neatly. A lot of it's piecing pieces together. And Leonardo and Camilla wait patiently for their opportunity to lick the pans clean.